Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I have been here after quite a long time, so sorry for the break, but I hope you all are doing really great and we are back with one more amazing mandala right here. So for this, you would again require very basic materials, and the materials here I am using is a black sheet where we will be drawing a circular mandala using 3 colored pens, and this is a mapped compass which I always use, which can fit a pen also. So these 3 pens are by Sakura and they are really great on any dark colored sheet. They are by the brand Sakura. These are jelly roll pens, and the silver pen and the gold pen are the metallic pens. A white pen is very simple, basic, any standard white pen. So these are the materials which you can also order from my Instagram page, which is Art Bay Crate. The link is in the description below. Now, coming to the mandala, click on the top right corner to learn how you can make this grid. As soon as you're ready with the grid, we can start with making the mandala. After the grid, just make sure that at 30 degrees on the upper part of the circle on both the sides, make a V shape and central line right in the center so that you have a Y alphabet. You will see that there are 3 quarters and we will be using each quarter space with one single pen. So right here I am starting with the white pen, and whatever patterns we make with these white pen, I will be continuing and will be making the same pattern using the silver and gold pen. The very first step, where I will be drawing 2 circles at a very least distance, leaving some space, I will be drawing one more circle, and inside this circle I will be making some straight lines. Make sure you are making that from one slanting line to the other slanting line and should not cross this entire quarter section. The next step is, inside each 2 grids I will be making an inverted U-shaped petal. These inverted petals will be outlined inside the U shape. Make a small C shape on the top side and color the rest over area. Now I will be making one more inverted U shape going from the center part of the previous U point to the other center part. Make sure that it looks very symmetrical and these new and bigger U lies exactly in the center of the previous U shapes. After making this, add the inner lining for all these shapes. Divide the shape into 2 parts with a central line. The right side will have some slanting lines and the left side will have a dot. Now, using the same trick, I will again be making some really broad U-shaped petals from the center point of the previous petal and drawing the outer lining of the petal. Inside the petal, I will make a small semicircle on the top left corner. Rotate your sheet as per your convenience and draw the flower coming from that circle. Color out the remaining space, whatever is left outside the flower and inside the U shape. After you are done till here, I will be drawing a circle, leaving small space outside these U-shaped petals. Now, inside each grid, I will be making a pointed petal, making sure that all these pointed petals lie right in one single grid. Now, covering 3 pointed petals, making sure one pointed petal lies right in the center of the bigger pointed petals, I will be making these shapes. Do not intersect the Y lines so that you can continue the same pattern with a different colored pen. Now I will be filling up these major spaces between the pointed petals with a small pointed petal. Lastly, from the corner of this small pointed petal to the other corner of the small pointed petal, I will be making a triangle, making sure the top center, the corner of the triangle lies right above the point of the bigger pointed petal. Do not be confused, and the distance between all of these grids can definitely be anything as per how you feel convenient and however and how small or big you want your patterns to be. Now I will just outline the entire pointed petal shapes so that we can start with the patterns afterwards. Now I will be adding a very small semicircle on the left corner of the smallest pointed petal and add 4 flower leaves. Color out any space remaining outside the flower petals. Now I will be making umbi shape on both the sides of the bigger pointed petal, making sure they join right in the center of the shape. Draw the circle right in the center and I will add a flower on the top side. Make sure that you are adding equal amount of petals on both the sides of the central petal. I have added in all 5 petals. You may add a dot in both the umbi shape so that it doesn't look too empty. Now, in this small petal, I will be making an angular shape right in the center, adding some circles right in the center. Make sure any extra space is filled with coloring and adding the lines coming from bottom to the top center equally. Now, in the triangular shape, I will be making a lotus flower, adding a central petal and making two petals on both the sides. Color out all the remaining space outside the flower so that the flower pops out. Now, lastly, I will be making a bud shape coming from the left hand side and the right hand side and joining right in the center, adding two curved shapes in the center of the buds and making a flower on the top of it. Now I will be repeating all these same patterns with both color pen, which is silver in one quarter, and in the last quarter I will be using a golden pen. By any chance you don't have any of these pens, you can continue with whatever color pen you were using. You can also choose any colored pens, you can choose any jelly roll pens, whatever you have. So guys, here we have completed our mandala. Now very carefully I will be erasing off all the pencil linings as they will be very prominent on the black background. Moreover, whenever you use such jelly rolled pen or any colored pens, make sure you use them very carefully and you erase them very carefully. They take couple of minutes to get dried off and that really mess up with the drawing. So guys, finally we have created this mandala. I really hope you enjoyed creating this. Also, make sure that you tag me on Instagram, which is mandala with sisters, and don't forget to follow me there. I do so many live sessions on a weekday or some days on weekend, so make sure you stay available to learn more mandalas. If you really like the video, just hit the bell icon and subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss any upcoming videos. Like the video and share it with your friends so that anyone can be creative and make this 3-colored mandala. Till then, see you, take care, bye bye, and keep inspiring.